My name's Karl and I'm just here to share my testimony of how YesFM has impacted my life. I've been a Christian for 3 years, and before I was a Christian, bands like Pillar and Red really spoke into my life. The Lord really used those bands to reach me to Him. Before I was a Christian, I would actually tune into YesFM just to hear those bands particularly. And you know, the thing about especially Pillar, they were like one of my favorite bands, and there's just such a difference between them and listening to secular music, and obviously because I know the Lord. But before I was a Christian, you know, I would listen to this stuff and I was like, you know, what is it that they have? Why is it that they can write lyrics like this, that they can identify, you know, with my problems and pain, yet they have the answer to it? And so it kind of just drew me in, and of course other people witnessed into my life, and there's a whole huge testimony there. But YesFM was a source I could go to find these Christian bands, to find this music that just I wanted to listen to. And there's no other station in the area that plays the variety and the selection that YesFM has. So it was just a real blessing to be able to have that. And plus they had, you know, during the breaks and stuff, they have the DJs who are, you know, sharing scripture and sharing the Lord, and it was just really awesome to have that there, and to be able to have access to that music. Aside from the music, YesFM also has some really great programming, and the Prayer Closet has been a program that has really spoken into my life. And there was a particular time about maybe 2 years ago or so where I tuned in, and I was dealing with some relationship problems, and also my family was just going through a tough financial time, and Todd Hostetler was talking about the Israelites crossing the Jordan River and into the Promised Land, and just the way he was he was praying for people, and just the message just really spoke into my life. And he was saying that when we believe God, that we have faith in Him and in His Word, that He's going to go before us and take care of us no matter what situation or trial or tribulation we face. We will get across that Jordan, so to speak, in our lives. And that just really impacted my life and just really helped me and my faith increase then. And I just was able to trust the Lord, and I drew closer to Him during that time. And so YesFM has been a blessing in my life, and a huge tool that the Lord's used both before I was saved and now that I am a Christian. And they've just been there throughout the whole time, and I just really appreciate what YesFM has to offer. I think it's something that is just so needed right now with all the music. You know, music is such a huge thing, especially to young people, and so they need to have the alternative in this day and age. So YesFM is so vital because they have the Christian rap, the Christian metal, the Christian rock, and just a different variety that you can't really find anywhere else. So I would encourage you to support YesFM during this time and give whatever you feel led to give.